Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Monica. Welcome back to the series on tooth development. In this video, we will cover the overview of odontogenesis, understand how teeth develop from the oral epithelium and ectomesenchyme, and briefly review the stages that lead to the formation of a fully developed tooth. So let's first understand the key embryological events that precede the tooth development. In the developing embryo, there is a shallow depression which is known as stomodeum, and it represents the primitive oral cavity. And this primitive oral cavity, it is lined by ectoderm, which is represented by this blue in this diagram. So this ectoderm, it is of particular importance because it is going to give rise to the enamel forming component in the later stages of tooth development. So around the 27th day of intrauterine life, the buccopharyngeal membrane it ruptures, which establish a continuity between the oral cavity and the foregut. After this, the neural crest-derived ectomesenchymal cells, which are found beneath the oral ectoderm, they induce the initiation of tooth development. And tooth development begins in the future maxilla and the mandible, and it progresses posteriorly. Around 6 weeks of embryonic development, the basal cells of the oral ectoderm they proliferate and form primary epithelial band, which further extends into the ectomesenchyme along the future dental arches. Around 7th week, the primary epithelial band it divides, and the lingual or the inner process it forms dental lamina, which is responsible for the tooth development, and the buccal or the outer process it is the vestibular lamina, and it forms the oral vestibule. So coming to the first stage of tooth development, that is the initiation stage. In this, there is formation of the dental lamina, which is a thickened band of oral epithelium, and this determines the dental arch and the tooth number. So in this stage, the dental lamina, it gives rise to the tooth bud. So the next stage is the bud stage. In this, the dental lamina, it proliferates and forms rounded buds, and the cells here are uniform since there is no differentiation. And this dental bud, it is surrounded by the ectomesenchymal condensation. So the next stage is the cap stage. In this, the bud it enlarges and forms a cap-like structure. In this, we can see that there is formation of the enamel organ and dental papilla and dental follicle. So this is the beginning of the morphodifferentiation in the tooth development. So coming to the next stage, that is the bell stage. In this, the enamel organ, it assumes the shape of a bell and differentiates into 4 layers of cells. The outermost layer, it is formed by oral enamel epithelium. Next is stellate reticulum. The inner layer, it is a stratum intermedium, and the innermost layer, it is formed by the inner enamel epithelium. It is the beginning of the histodifferentiation, and shape of the crown is determined in this stage. And we can see that the dental papilla and the dental follicle are well defined in this stage. So coming to the next stage, that is the advanced bell stage. In this stage, we can see histodifferentiation, that is there is cell specialization. Cells of the inner enamel epithelium, it is going to develop into ameloblast, and cells of the dental papilla, they are going to develop into odontoblast. And cervical loop is the rim where the outer enamel epithelial cells unite with the inner enamel epithelial cell. So next is the apposition stage. This is the stage where matrix formation takes place. That is, the organic component of tooth is formed. Firstly, dentine is secreted by the odontoblast, then followed by the secretion of ameloblast by enamel. Next is the maturation stage. This is the stage where mineralization of enamel and dentine takes place. There is increase in hardness due to the crystal growth, and the organic material and the water they are removed in this stage. After this, Hershbeek's epithelial root sheath initiates the root formation, and it also determines the root shape and the number of the root. Also, there is formation of the root dentine. After this, the tooth moves into the oral cavity, which involves bone remodeling, root elongation, and periodontal ligament activity. So lastly, there is shedding of the primary teeth, which is caused by the root resorption by the odontoclast. If you have liked the content, please like, share, and do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.